What do you do, YouTube? It's your boy Mike from NYC, and we back with another reaction. Today we are watching Westbrook post-game interview. This game, Westbrook got pretty much destroyed by Reggie Jackson and the Clippers. Reggie Jackson made a fool of him. I've been trying to tell niggas that Reggie Jackson is the real deal. You feel me? But I kind of want to see what he has to say, what he's talking about. So let's see. It's old, by the way, but you know, I saw that he got angry, or I think that he got angry at something. So I kind of just want to see like what type of timing he's on, like, you feel me?
Big difference between the 14-0 run to close the second quarter and then the way this third quarter went.
No stops. Simple as that. No shot, no stops. It was getting a lot of easy buckets, attacking us, you know.
And then offensively in that third quarter, that with Melo in starting in that small lineup, in theory, that's should be one of the better scoring groups. What did you see offensively this year?
Man,
You saw that face he made?
Melo in starting in that small lineup, in theory, that's should be one of the better scoring groups. What did you see offensively?
What's that? What's that face, man? Russ, you just gotta say what you gotta say, man. Fuck all this political shit, bruh. At this point, like, you really, like, what do you really have to lose, bruh? Fuck it, bro. You know what I'm saying? If you continue to play this way up until the end of the season, now mind you still got about 15 to 18 games left. So you got some time. You still have time to make it up. If y'all make the playoffs and you play well in the playoffs, none of this will really matter that much. But honestly, it's just like, fuck it, bro. They can't trade you, so you got nothing to lose, bro. If you play well, they're going to keep you. If you play like trash, they're going to trade you. So you might as well say what you got to say.
Man, just you know, our execution, you know, we don't really have anything.
You see, if you know Westbrook say that when he don't want to throw niggas under the bus. Well, you know, execution. I don't know if y'all remember that, but I do.
No kind of rhythm with that. You know, normally, like you said, it's usually our best lineup, but, you know, they did a good job of guarding us and, you know, forcing us into some shots.
Russ, just beyond being a player on the Lakers, being a Los Angeles native and being on the team, the Lakers team that loses the 4-0, seems to sweep to the Clippers. What do you make of that?
Nothing.
Russ, as you guys try to, I guess, snap out of this post-All-Star break, is the challenge, do the problems feel similar, or does it kind of feel like a new set of issues to deal with?
Depends on how you look at it. Depends on the game. Depending on the flow, depending on kind of what's happening, you know, and how we play. It's important. There's stretches where we play the right way, and then there's obviously stretches where we don't.
Do you think the energy?
0 for 11 from 3 is crazy, bro. But he made a 3 last night in LeBron's 57-point game. So, it's up. It's going up. He went from 0 for 11, and he's made 1. So, fuck it. You know what I'm saying? Just take the positive.
The will to solve this, has it stayed the same throughout the year?
I guess, I mean, at least for me, I can't speak for everybody else. You may have to ask them personally, but...
Hey, Russ, what do you do when you go home after a moment like this? How do you decompress? How do you de-stress?
It's a good question. I feel like...
I'll go lay down, get some rest, wake up, take my kids to school. You know, that's the most important thing. It's family to me, so being around my family is probably the most important thing I can do. Basketball is fun, but it's a short period of time in your life, so I don't stress out too much about it because...
How do y'all feel about that, man? I don't know if that's what you want to hear. I don't think that, like, I mean, is he right? Is he right? Absolutely. But I don't think that's just what you want to hear, though. Damn. It just doesn't really sound like you all in. Like, I'm not saying you got to lose sleep, but, like, yo, put some extra hours in the gym. I'm just thinking like, all right, not everybody's Kobe, but would Kobe be talking like this? I'm just saying, Kobe playing for the Lakers, he like, imagine Kobe going up on the podium, Michael Jordan, Kobe, Magic, the greats, you know what I'm saying? They going up on the podium and they saying, you know, Kobe, after a tough loss, you know, you may not have played well. You guys lost to the Clippers on the verge of missing the playoffs. You know, what's your routine? How do you go home and decompress? Kobe said, well, you know, I go back to the crib. I lay down. I go to sleep. I wake up and I take my kids to school. You know what I'm saying? I ain't really tripping on this basketball shit. You know what I'm saying? I got my money. You know what I'm saying? How much I got paid? How much do niggas get paid? I get paid the big bucks. You know what I'm saying? So now that I got my bread, I'm not really tripping on nothing that niggas got to say about me realistically. So, you know what I'm saying? Basketball is cool and all. It's a nice little fun sport. It's some little fun cardio or whatever the situation is. Whoop, 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 this, that, and the third. You feel me? But once that final buzzer hit, I don't really give a fuck. You know what I'm saying? I with my shorty back at the crib. I'm playing with the kiddos, taking them to school, and I ain't really tripping on that. You know what I'm saying? Do I want to? It would be nice to win, but I ain't tripping on it. Once them 000s hit, I don't give a fuck what happened. You know what I'm saying? And you could tell Braun I said that. It's just like, bro, like, that's the energy I get, bro.
It's the most important thing in my life, so that's the way I can able to kind of just decompress and have my focus elsewhere.
One more quick follow-up. I'm a reporter for the Times, the New York Times style section.
Mm-hmm.
And we're one of the gift.
The fuck is going on, Russ? I can't hear.
You talk about other things you look forward to on your mind in the short term. Is the other projects you're doing, is that one that gives you some pleasure right now and some confidence in the rest of your life?
What gives me confidence is using my platform to help our underserved communities, our communities of color, find a ways to better uplift them and be able to create some generational wealth for our people here in the city of Los Angeles and across the world.
Bill.
Hey, Russ, we know you keeping
Bill.
a positive attitude.
Bill's next. Bill, this way. Report.
Russ, we know you keeping a positive attitude coming into each game. What is your approach going into these games, hearing some of the backlash from some of the critics?
Same as it's always been. I've been hearing critics since
High school.
Since I was born.
Oh, my fault. My fault.
Russ, what is the, obviously I know coming home has been a huge success on a personal level, right? Like being talking about with your kids and your family, understanding how meaningful that is for you, but also knowing that when you conceived getting together with LeBron, AD, you had a vision of what that would look like basketball-wise. Has it been difficult for you to process the fact that it hasn't happened the way you guys envisioned it, and you guys are, there have been blowouts, there have been boos, there's been everything that, probably everything's the opposite of what you envisioned. Has that been hard for you, especially considering your stature, your credentials, to absorb?
It's a good question. It's a great question.
What did I envision?
I suppose I would imagine some wins.
Bro, why is he talking like that, bro? Hold on, I want to hear what you got to say.
Hey, based on what I envision, I want to know what you think I envision.
I would have, you envisioned coming here and winning a championship, or at least being in the...
Is the season over?
It certainly isn't on...
Is the season over?
No, sir.
Thank you. So, what did you envision? Since you spoke for me.
Nah, he was struck me on demon.
What you envision?
Demon. Every press conference you've had this year, and you've talked about, especially at the beginning, you talked about what this could look like. Obviously, you envisioned a successful season. It, to your point, sure, could still happen, but where you guys are trending right now, it hasn't. I mean,
you still ask my question. What did I envision?
Right. No, that's real shit though. That's real shit. Cause I thought I was bugging, cause he was like, what you envisioned. So I'm thinking Westbrook had, cause I'm not keeping up with what Westbrook is saying and all of that. So I'm like, oh, so you must have heard, or Westbrook must have wrote something, or you must have been with Westbrook while he was doing whatever, and he must have said, or like he must have said something to you, and he must have told you his vision. So you talking about what he had envisioned, but I I didn't know Westbrook had said anything about what he had envisioned. I'm not saying he didn't. I just didn't know. So I'm assuming he knew something. But based on how Westbrook moving, he like, bro, like, no. Don't retract. Keep that same energy. No, cause you saw what I envisioned. You saw. Stop. No, stop. I would imagine, fuck all that. I'm not trying to hear that no more, because we didn't come into question with that energy. We came in with definitives based on what you based on what you envisioned, not based on what I would think that you would envision. We didn't come in with that energy. I'm trying to figure out what I envisioned. So talk to me. Since you know, close your eyes. Everybody close your eyes and talk to me. Like, what did I envision? Like, tell me what I envisioned, what it looked like. Like, tell me, give me all the details of my vision. Like, talk to me. That's how I'm, like, I feel him, though.
Yeah, you said you envisioned this to be a certain way. I want to know what you...
Did you envision it to look like this?
I had no expectations. See? That's why you don't know what I envisioned.
That's why you done fucked up, my boy. As you done fucked up.
No expectations. I come into every situation the same. The last 4 years of me, I've been on different teams 4 times. So my envision of kind of think everything gonna be peaches and cream, I don't. That's not realistic. That's not life. So for me, I come into every situation, start from ground zero and try to figure it out along the way. I have no expectations of how things will work, how many times I had a ball, what position I'm gonna play. That's literally, I just try to find ways to best help my teammates, and that's about it.
Russ,
Westbrook is a smart nigga.
You said you establish them as you go, right? And you learn.
Try to.
How drastically have they shifted?
Which part?
Your expectations over the course of the season?
They don't drastically change my role, and what I'm doing is change every single night. So I'm just trying to figure that out as I'm playing, and to be able to benefit, and help my team. But my expectations are still the same. I'm not a quitter. It's not in my genes. I don't quit regardless of what the hell going on. I'm a fight and to the end, and then if it don't work, that's cool too. I can live with the results, but I'm never gonna give up or give in because of a little struggle that's happening. This time of the year.
Last question will go to Kyle. Russ, you said before that you don't look at the standings and that the team, at this point in the season, the standings shouldn't matter to the team or shouldn't be the source of motivation. You guys are pretty close to dropping out of the play, and is it time to look at it, or if it's not, what can be the source of motivation for this team to kind of turn things around?
Right now, just take it one day at a time. You try to find ways to be able to put one win together, one possession together, half, a quarter. And as simple as that. You slowly chip away. And that's it.
Thank you, Russell.
Yep.
Oh man, that was elite. That was an elite. When the way he flipped that question was so elite, because he did really make it seem like Westbrook, like he kind of assumed that Westbrook had these visions of winning a championship. When, as far as I knew, Westbrook had never said anything about winning a championship. Now, if I'm Westbrook, maybe would I have envisioned winning a championship? Maybe, but I'm not Westbrook. So whatever Westbrook is envisioning, whatever's going on with him is him. You know what I mean? So I think they're trying to they're trying to project. They're trying to say, okay, you pulled up with AD and LeBron. Obviously, you try to win the championship, when he never said that. You know what I'm saying? So it's just like, it's crazy. I love the way he flipped that on him. You know what I'm saying? Because it's like, yo, you talking like you know what's up. You talking like you know me. You talking like we've had conversations and details about shit that, bruh. So since you know, no. So since you know, tell me all about it. I like how he did that. I'm a little conflicted about how I feel, and obviously how I feel is completely irrelevant. You know what I'm saying? But as a person that you're watching at the moment, you know what I mean? Might as well give my 2 cents. But I don't know. It doesn't seem like Westbrook really gives a fuck about basketball. It's like to me, mentally, he's kind of on some, no, I was going to say he's on some Kyrie shit, but not really though. I feel like Westbrook and Kyrie are on like the same mental timing, but Kyrie loves basketball. I don't think Westbrook loves basketball. I think Westbrook knows that he's gifted at basketball, and I think that he does give a lot of his all to I think he gives a lot to basketball, he gives more to basketball than I've ever given to anything that I've ever done. You know what I mean? But it's just like the way that he's talking is just like, I don't really feel like he loves the game like that. Which is fine, but it's just like, damn, that's not really what you want to hear as a fan. You want to hear like, yo, these losses, they bother me. I came here to win a championship, and that's my intention to do so. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, that's how Kobe's talking. Like, Kobe talks like somebody who love the game, and I feel like you can tell Westbrook don't really love the game like that. And it's apparent that Westbrook don't really, from what I see, Westbrook doesn't really put in, I don't feel like he puts in that much work anymore. It's apparent in his shot. There's no way that you're wide. There's no way that you get consistent wide open looks and you're consistently shooting a poor or low percentage if you actually put in the work. You know what I'm saying? You got niggas like Kobe or certain niggas in the league that, you know, when Kobe missed a game winner, Kobe would stay an hour after and shoot the same shot over and over again. Westbrook not doing that. Westbrook out to the crib. Once the clock hit triple zeros and you're talking to me, bruh, I'll be at practice. I ain't gonna miss practice. Respectfully, like, I'm getting paid to do something, I'ma do it. But like anything else, I'm good on that, bruh. Like, I'm going home to my wife and to my kids, bro, and I'm chilling. We gonna watch a movie and that's it. You talking to me further than that is disrespectful. You feel what I'm saying? So honestly, I can't really be mad at Westbrook just as a fan of basketball. And, you know, it's not really what you want to hear. You know what I mean? It's not really what you want to hear. And honestly, you know, how it relates to the GOAT debate is just like, I don't know if somebody on MJ team would just be talking. I don't know. Like, I don't want to be that guy. I don't want to be that dude, but it's just like, these are the thoughts that I have, bruh. Like, bruh, like, yo, like, I feel like with MJ, like, they wasn't necessarily always the most talented team when they won championships. Maybe in the second three-peat, but in the first three-peat, I don't think as a team they were necessarily the most talented. I don't think they had they didn't have Kukos or Rodman at the time. They didn't have Steve Kerr. They had Paxson, but it was really just not even a great Scotty. It was like a really good Scotty and Mike, Paxson. You know, you had some shooters and you had Phil Jackson. It was just like, though they weren't the most talented, I feel like you can tell that they all had one goal. Like, I feel like with MJ, this type of energy Westbrook given, I don't know how the response would be. You know what I mean? So it just makes me think. And to be completely honest with you, bro, like, that's not even LeBron's responsibility, bro. It's really not. But it's just like, when you get to talking about the GOAT conversation, bruh, when you get to talking about the GOAT conversation, it's not about what, it's to the point where it's like, it's no longer about what is your responsibility. It's not about if you controlled what you were supposed to control. It's about if you controlled everything that you can get your hands on. So it's not necessary, like, if you're the tech, like, realistically, if I'm the best basketball player on the team, it's not my job. It's not my responsibility to necessarily lead. That's the coach's job. The coach is supposed to lead personalities and shit like that and get us all on one. My responsibility as the best player is to be the best player on the court. Sure, is it my responsibility maybe to say some things here and there in terms of gameplay, in terms of like, okay, strategic, if we in the huddle and I see something as the best player, I'm supposed to vocalize that. But in terms of the ethos of like, okay, come on guys, let's try our best and all of that, that's not really my responsibility. But I think when you start picking hairs in terms of the GOAT, is less about what you should have done, and it's more about, did you do all you could do? And it's real, I don't know, it's just something that I think about. I don't know how relevant it is, but obviously, like I said earlier, LeBron is out here dropping 56 points at 30. How old is LeBron? 37, right? What was MJ doing at 37? I don't know. So that's something we have to consider as well. Dropping 37, or dropping 56. If you watched that game yesterday, if you watch the game in its entirety, I mean, that was probably, that might be the best scoring LeBron that I have ever seen in a game. I mean, he made 6 threes. He went 10 for 11 from the free throw line. That's not even like LeBron. He had and ones, alley-oops. He had a chase down, which should have been a goaltend, but listen, it's still a block in the books. He had Hazel Mellow, buzzer beaters, step back, post up, back you down, dunk on you, finishing in traffic and one, making all his free throws for the most part. Like, bruh, that was a sight to behold, bruh. Like, he literally still might be the best player in the league. You know what I mean? And it's, I would say that it's Giannis, but I think LeBron is still in that conversation. And it's really crazy, man. It's really crazy. It's really crazy. But anyway, definitely like, comment, share, subscribe if you like these type of videos. And I will see you when I see you. Peace.